Good morning, you lot! Some of you may be aware that I currently live on planet Earth, and on planet Earth we do things slightly different to you lot over on your planets. We get up in the morning and go to bed at night time, unless you're an owl or gay. Anyway, I've got quite a lot to look at today. Look, I've got a bloody pram there that I'm trying to get rid of, load of bits and bobs out. I've got this old laptop to look at, which has been bloody... well, it's been in the shed actually for a long time. It's covered in cobwebs. It's an old Dell laptop. Probably says what it is on it somewhere. Well, it would have had XP on it. Oh, it's a Latitude D630. Good laptops back in the day. Don't know whether it's actually going to be any good. Probably doesn't have any... it's got no battery power left on it. I've got a few hard drives to look at that I found in the shed. There's a, what's this one? Probably a 500 gig. I think this one's a terabyte, and this is a little 128 gig one. These ones take 240 volt, and I've got some tape to look at. So yeah, let's have a look and see what we can do then, shall we? It's plugged in. Boom. Right. Oh, we've got the charging lights come up to say that it's actually. Oh, it come up and then went away. That's interesting. Oh, there it is, back again. We're on. We're on, baby. Lovely. Starting Windows. Nice. Well, we might have a bit more luck with this than we did with the other one. Slow. Slow but surely we will get there. Can you believe, right? I thought I'd got all the mouses, so I left the trap on top of here. Just left it there. There weren't even any bait in it, right? And then I had a look, and there was 2 dead mice inside the trap. In there. And there weren't even any bait in it, and it was just on top of here like this. So they crawled up there, crawled in there, and they were in there. And I'm thinking to myself, what the bloody hell's going on? They climbed up there. All the times I put the bait down, they didn't go on the traps. I don't put any bait in there. Left it there, just leaving it there. And they go in it. What's it all about, eh? Planet Earth. Planet Earth is all wiggledy-piggledy. Look at the old tomatoes. Need to get some sticks for them, really. The wind's starting to blow them over. Need to get some sticks to hold them up, or cable tie them to the thing. It's getting a bit windy and they're starting to blow over. Don't want them to snap off, do we, really? But they come along well. Well, kind of. There's a bloody thistle growing out of the apple tree. Oh, I was hoping to get the old lot. There it goes. Goodbye, Mr. Thistle. There's a bloody whatever the hell that thing is growing out of this apple tree. It looks like it's got little bugs. It has, look. It's got little bugs on it. Gonna have to get some bug spray. I'm about to see those. Get some bug spray, I think, and spray them with bug spray. But the tomatoes are coming along well, apart from being blown over. I'll sort that out in a minute. I'll get some sticks, try and protect them from the wind a little bit. I'll tell you what I have got to do once this camera goes in focus, because, you know, the life of living on planet Earth is stuff doesn't usually work as it's supposed to. There we go. Now we're kind of in focus. Well done, camera! Now, I've got to do a little bit of sealing, but I've got all this sealer here, look. This is all-weather sealant, clear, which is alright. I've got some white as well, I think. But the date on it, expiry date, which is here, is 17th of the 11th 2016, but it'll be alright. I mean, why would I go out and buy new sealant if I've got more than enough to suit when it's here? Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to go and do the windows around the windy house, and then the other little cracks and bits and bobs. I think I've got some expanding foam somewhere. God knows where it is, but I've got some expanding foam somewhere. I'm going to fill up little holes, because where it was all crooked and cut wrong, I had to sort of bodge it a little bit, and it meant there were some holes in little places, and I thought that'd be alright, I'll just seal them up. So we had a heavy rain yesterday, and I don't think it leaked. Oh, I nearly forgot. Have a look at this. Nice little post box to put out the front of it. Still smells of fresh paint. Made out of wood, obviously. An American style. We don't have these in England, obviously. But we thought it would add a little bit of character, because there wasn't anywhere to sort of hang a letterbox or anything that we'd have in England. So I thought, let's go for an American style post box, or mailbox as they call them. Little flag, like that. And the idea behind it is, as and when the little minion is a good little girl, we'll buy her little presents and letters and things, put them in there as if the postman's been, and she can come out and check them every day and see whether she's got any posts. That's the idea behind that anyway. I thought it was quite a good idea. Let's see if we've got any leaks. Now it's a bit of a mess in here, because I've put the insulation in here, because when it was raining, and that's the wood I've got left over, because I've been boarding it out. See, still got to cover up some of the insulation here. So let's see. Does it look like we've had any? Doesn't, does it? But I'll tell you what has happened, right? Where it was really hot. Oh, bloody hell, falling down the stairs. Oh, a lot of zap coming out of the wood. It got really hot the other day, right? Oh, and I noticed the wood bowed. It must have dried out and bowed, look. So I've got a gap here now, and it's all bowed as it goes down there. So, don't know what to do about that. As long as it don't leak, I might just stick a bit of sealer in that gap and see what happens. But it doesn't look like we've had any leaks. Looks like we was alright. Can you see what I mean up there though? I'll get in and show you. Yeah, let's see. He's got sticks for his tomato plants next door to hold these ones up. I have to go and find myself some wooden sticks. Hold my tomato plants up. But anyway, this is what I meant about up in here in this window. This is the dormer window, as you can see. There's the other window, and that's over there, and that's down the stairs. Because everything seemed to be slightly cut wrong, it means now we've got gaps here, and you can see the felt up in there. So, oh, excuse that screw. That's my fault. I've done that when I screwed the roof together, but it's alright, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a bit of wood to come from here, so it covers up these holes, and it's going to go along here. You know, obviously ridge around there, notch out that, and then oh, hey, sorry, spider web. Scared me. Right, and I'm only mildly scared of spiders, as long as they don't come near me. So yeah, and it's gonna come along here, and it's gonna fill in that. There's a hole there. See, you can see the felt. And I can't help but think it's been cut wrong at the factory, because you couldn't get this to go back any further, so you couldn't get that to go closer, so you couldn't get that to go near there. It just wouldn't go. It was all higgledy-piggledy. I mean, I think that is supposed to butt up against that, and that's supposed to butt up against that, which means that this would be further back, you know, but it just wouldn't go like that. So I don't know what the crack is with that. I really don't. Is it wet? Looks wet, but I don't think it is. That looks wet as well, but I don't think that is. So yeah, little job's still got to be done on this. And then once we get up here, board all this out, got to get some more wood for boarding. But as the current situation is, for some reason my nose is running. But as the current situation is, it's tricky to get out and get boarding and insulation, so it's a slow process, unfortunately. Planet Earth is higgledy-piggledy at the moment. I've noticed little things as well. That wood, believe it or not, wasn't split when the screw was put in there, because I pre-drilled all the holes, as you should do. So the wood started to split as the heat gets on it when it was hot, which is a shame, but it is what it is. It's not to matter, because that's going to be covered up. That little hole up there is going to be covered up. All this is all going to be covered up, boarded. All this is going to be boarded out. Oh mate, it's going to be the tits. All boarded out, all around here. And the ceiling and the roof, or the bits that I can board, it's all going to be boarded. Try and keep as much heat in the winter as possible, and try and keep it as cool in the summer as possible. Because believe it or not, when it was hot the week before last, I think 28 degrees was the highest it got here, and it was a bit hot up here, you know. And so we're going to have to put some vents in and things, but it's a slow process. I mean, you know, bloody, you know, furloughed at the minute as well, so the old financial situation is a bit squandered. Plus I've got to spend a lot of money on the old Discovery, dudes. Oh my god, power steering pump's at it, and the power steering hose is leaking like a bitch. Oh look, there's more apple trees, but I think they need to be out in the sun a bit more, because they're a bit odd. Not to worry. Not to worry, I'll get them up. I'll get them going, don't worry about that. I think I'm going to dismantle this swing now. Oh yeah, gets in the way. Man, all that grass that I've got growing really well has all gone all funny, look. Now we've got to have a look through here. That wall fell down, and that neighbour's, it's the neighbour's wall, but they've got to try and fix it somehow. Try and get rid of all this ivy. Fix all this snare bush. So we've got to go through all this now. It's like a little junkyard where everything gets thrown. See what we can do. Well, that's a bit better anyway. Plenty of compost, plant pots, by planting more plants, water button, all that. Job done. And while I was at it, I found a Lawn Boy air filter cover, a Lawn Boy tank cover thing, and a Lawn Boy petrol tank for a 4652, or a fit of 4651, or maybe other models. So I'm going to try and sell them now. Righto, you lot. Different day now, but I've been rummaging around. This is a power supply unit for an LG TV that I've been taking two TVs apart and all that. I've got to send that one off. Power supply unit. Got this old laptop working and these old hard drives got working. Been rummaging around and I found this. This was my dad to give it to me because he used to have minis when he was sort of my age. It's a bloody service workshop manual for British Leyland, Austin, Morris. No, minis. All them different ones there, club and estate, van, pickup, moke, Cooper S. This is the 5th edition. 1970. I don't know what year this was actually printed. Issue 4. It doesn't actually say what year it was printed, but it's got all the information that you might need. General data, engine 848cc 998. Yeah, man. If I can ever get hold of myself a mini, I'd love a classic mini. So if I ever get hold of one, I've got all the information here that I might ever need to do work on it. Engine tuning data. Because back in the 70s and 80s and that, and before, you did all your homework on your cars, man. What you would never want to send it off to a garage, I shouldn't think. So, you should imagine my dad did all these, well he probably did, I know he did, he told me. Did all his own work. Minis were easy anyway. You know. Everything you might, the engine, look, loads of information. And the books that were made back then, I mean look, this is in a proper folder kind of thing. Don't know if this is how he bought it, I assume it must be. Not like the Haynes manuals you get now. They're pretty good, Haynes, but they've been letting me down recently. Automatic transmission as well. The transmission. It even goes into detail about how the gearbox and everything comes apart and goes back together. The brakes. You've got everything you might need. Don't know how old this actual book is, but it's got to be at least from 70, because it says on here 1970. So, but obviously that's British Leyland. I don't know whether that, I don't know how old this actual book is. It's got a little bit of mould on it where it's been out in the thing. But I've also got little stamp collections. Don't know what that's all about. Royal Mail special stamps. The stories behind the stamps tells you all about stamps. Royal Mail stamps. Look, stamp album. Don't know what year this was. Dare say it might say somewhere. That's not when this book was made, I don't think. It might say somewhere when the book was published, or when this was made. There's the stamps. British flowers. Birds. 1968. I can't imagine this. Oh, Christmas 1966. Yeah? This book was from that old, is it? I don't think this was that old. 12th of August 1968, British stamps. No, this book can't be that old. This book itself can't be that old, surely. Nah, I shouldn't think so. Some of them are coming out a little bit. Christmas 1969. I don't know, actually, to tell you the truth, how old this bloody book is now. £1967. Yeah, these ain't in order, man. Well, we're going down in bloody age. £39. I've got the tumble dryer in the background, by the way. 1970. Yeah, but now we're going up. So these ain't in order for some reason. Anyway, so this book, another stamp collection book. And then I got this one. I don't know what happened here. A bit of moisture got on it, and it kind of yeah, it's a shame. It's my fault for not storing it properly. Oh, I just had a bit there, had an address on it, so I've had to blank that bit. So a bit of a jump cut. We go over. Oh. Oh, there's not many in this one. Alright. Okay, well we'll close that one up then, because that's not got anything in it. Oh well, there you go. Bit of stamps and a bit of a manual. Show you what I did, look. I only got one stick, but I found some little bits of wood, and I cable tied them to little bits of wood just loosely. So that's keeping them up nice and straight, those tomato plants. Until I get some more sticks. So I've got to find the little green caps that go on there. I did have loads of these sticks from the last ones, and little green caps, but they just sort of vanished, as things tend to do. Anyway, you lot, I'm going to go and do some other bits and bobs now, so I'll catch you on the next one then, dudes. I might have a look through this laptop and see what's going on with this. And yeah, see you later. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, I've got a lot of work to do on the old Land Rover. So I'll show you the parts diagram in the next video. It's going to be a nightmare of a job. If you want to come along, you're welcome to. See you next time.